I think social media has perhaps been the most influential technology for both for mediation, for conflicts, and for what we do currently. On a number of levels. First, because it provides an opportunity for mediators in particular to put their message out, to understand the context, to review comments and to hear opinions of other people that would not necessarily have access to them. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. It allows, that's a good opportunity, but it's also dangerous because it is open for interference and for misinterpretation. So it can also distract you a lot from your tasks. It's critical to putting our information out there so that people actually know what we're doing, increasing the transparency and increasing our ability to shape the narrative of our work. And certainly there are many other technologies that I found particularly important and helpful. Geomapping has been also quite helpful in certain situations. The ability to communicate with teams within your team and to share relevant information quickly and to react more adequately to situations as they emerge has been vital in many situations. It's not just because of the nature of our work, but it's because everybody else is using them as well. The environment in which we function today is influenced by so many different factors at different levels that one needs to be able to multitask at all points and understand the complexities that we're facing. We're rarely faced with a situation in which mediators or decision makers are locked up in a room with no phones and no communication to the rest of the world and being able to strike a deal. It's a noisy environment out there, and we have to function where both our counterparts and ourselves are being influenced, or other factors are trying to influence us. We've seen how aggressive sometimes on social networks, on Twitter, on Facebook, on others, how aggressive campaigns can unfold to try and change public opinion and to try and influence events themselves. The hacking of personal accounts and the leaking of information is also quite dangerous. So we need to be aware of this environment. We need to be far more sensitive, I think, to the security risks that we are exposing, not just ourselves, but also our counterparts and those whom we represent. And we need to be perhaps more savvy in utilizing the latest technologies that are out there in order to protect our own communications or to be able to understand the environment which we function in. And that means going well beyond the WhatsApp group, which to some people still seems to be quite an achievement. There are far more important and far more sophisticated tools out there that the UN is currently using, and it should expand their use.